What's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. First match of Group C, both ABCs versus Bujins. 2016 versus 2014. Both decks were used post-master, well, post, the new opening rule of opening with 5 cards. Bujins versus ABCs. Niccolo Mazzolini's list from Worlds, as you see here, triple Emptiness, triple Kaiser Colosseum, triple Yamato, Susano, etc. Very strong list, not to forget, although I believe Bujins already participated in the Cross-Banlist Cup a couple of years ago, but they didn't do that well. Anyway, second list with ABCs, I decided to keep the same list as I showed before. That should be Elvis Fu's ABC list. So which deck has the advantage? These two votes speaks for itself, I guess. 88% of the people vote that ABCs should win this matchup, and I can somewhat agree, power creep, right? But still, 88% is a lot. Oh, man, so many people prefer, ABCs over Bujins, and as you see in the comments as well. So like always, there should be like in the upper right corner, like an eye where you have the ability to vote for the next video, the next matchup, but yeah, everything speaks for itself. So in the match, again, best out of 5. Bujins are able to start. Kaiser Colosseum isn't really that fantastic against ABCs. Well, it's okay. It prevents them from like tagging out their ABC Dragon Buster if I at least control one monster. You know how Kaiser Colosseum works. It's one of those floodgates that's actually banned. And then I'm looking at other potential cards like Rivalry of Warlords or Gozen Match. Those cards are still allowed at 3 per deck. Anyway, it's going to be one of those matches, right? I mean, top decking the Twin Twister, and I was in a kind of a decent position, I guess, with the Emptiness face up on the field, triple Emptiness here in this main deck. You know how strong Emptiness is in general, but especially here in the Cross-Banlist Cup series where decks might not main deck Spell and Trap Destruction or a very low amount of Spell and Trap Destruction, or maybe it was side decked back then, so it's not included in the main deck. Again, no side decks allowed, and that's definitely can be a problem against a deck that mains like multiple copies of Emptiness or Royal Oppression, basically the same card. So game number 2, again, I start off with basically the same field, very similar, Bujin Yamato on the field to get the potential search, and being somewhat greedy, I guess. Well, Susano definitely wasn't the correct play because of Strike, because of Dimensional Barrier. But you know how this works, right? I mean, if Yamato is able to search something, you discard something, and then, what is it called? Mikasuchi, I believe the name is, the left one here, the 1900 attack beat stick, gets another search, and that one will search your Bujin Carnation. Bujin Carnation is basically the deck's Infernity launcher, I guess. Reborn something and special summon something from your banished pile. Anyway, the opponent is very low on life points, and I think I was like, okay, I should be in a very good position, having Yamato on the field, sending the turtle to the graveyard against targeting, having Emptiness on the field, the level 4 search as well, double Bujin Carnation. I was like, yeah, I have this in the bag, but like, holy mother of ass, again, that Twin Twister, right? It's just ridiculous. Again, having the Castell to, of course, force out the turtle here in the graveyard. He still has the option to go for Dragon Buster, and I think I'm forced to banish my Bujin Hair, I believe, prevent destruction, and yeah, due to the replay, at least, yeah, he's eventually able to use Buster Dragon's effect and, replay, and pretty much clean my entire board. But Bujin Carnation should be the perfect follow-up card, especially after this kind of wreckage, I guess. But the reveal Z1 of Emptiness, again, must be nice. 44 cards in a main deck, opening or having access to that one of Emptiness. Like always. And of course I get OTK'd now. Yep, it's definitely going to be one of those duel/matches. So game number 3, I get to start. Again, very solid opening hand. I mean, if I see Yamato, I'm happy. I'm a happy guy. I can strap on the helmet really tight. But again, he has one of the Dark Holes. Dark Hole is at 2 in the ABC deck, if I'm not mistaken, but still, opening Dark Hole immediately forces out the Bujin Hair from the yeah, from the graveyard, prevent destruction once per turn. I opt, well, not to use Bottomless Trap Holder in this situation, but using Effect Failure. Failure is not that useful here against ABCs. It's decent, but as a deck, well, as speaking from Bujins, from the standpoint of Bujins, Effect Failure doesn't feel that fantastic. So just keeping Bottomless just in case, but, well, that means that he still has like somewhat of a strong beat stick on his side of the field, but I think it's worth it, especially because of the what is it called, level 4 Bujin Incarnation Searcher. Drop the Susano, I take the risk, because, you know, if it's now that, if he does have a Solemn Strike set, I can follow it up with Bujin Incarnation. If it's Dimensional Barrier, that's fine. I can still attack, right? Did I attack? I should have attacked, right? And, okay, no Susano effect, but Susano is a strong Exceed. Can attack all of my opponent's monsters, and, you know, it can be a potential OTK if your opponent has multiple attack position monsters, and then thanks to, let's say, Honest or Crane, bump up the attack, although I think Crane is only once per attack. It's not like Honest, where, you know, it gets the permanent boost until the end phase, so that can be like a potential OTK. Anyway, does use, at least I do use the Fiendish Chain to prevent the gold gadget from activating. I think that was much better, but yeah, eventually had a couple of options here. I believe Dweller was one of those, Korn definitely was one of those to send the monster to the graveyard for 1000 extra burn damage, right? So finally, 1-2, but this is a problem. If Bujins are not able to start, I mean, now he's just flexing, it feels. He's going for Bujin Tsukuyomi and discard 3, well, Maxi isn't that fantastic, but still discarding 3, hopefully getting some extra back row, I guess. But yeah, what can I do against that particular field if I don't have something like a board wipe, Dark Hole, Raigeki? Not really sure if the Bujin deck is running that. I don't think so. I'm in a very tough position, especially, you know, he's definitely going to banish the Bujin Yamato here on my side of the field, thanks to his ABC Dragon Buster and that Twin Twister again. 2 Twin Twister in the main deck, and he saw it pretty much every duel, but if he sees the Twin Twister, that's most of the time just GG. Getting rid of Emptiness and, you know, Buster Dragon against Bujins is just far too strong. So I think we have a well-deserved winner here with ABCs. But then again, Bujins definitely had a couple of chances, but still kind of lucky here with the with the Twin Twister, right? But yeah, again, okay. Next matchup we have big names, 2 big names, True King Dinosaur Yang Zing from 2017, very close to Link format, but it was one of those decks just before Link format, so it's going to take on Chaos. So again, like always, feel free to leave your predictions either in the top right corner as a vote and or, you know, as a comment, like always in the comment section down below. So the extra duel, this was just an extra duel, doesn't really matter too much, as you'll be seeing here how it was played out. Dark Hole again must be nice, like a 3rd time in a row, I guess. I mean, this is like the 3rd time seeing it here in the replays. I think it was the 3rd time in a row, but yeah, again, forcing out the Bujin hair from my graveyard. Maybe somewhat greedy here with both Yamato and the Mizuchi, or, you know, the level 4 Bujin Incarnation Searcher. Worst case scenario, it indeed was a Solemn Strike, so that kind of blows. No Yamato Search, and of course the Emptiness getting destroyed. Then again, he doesn't have a strong hand on his own, so he's forced to use both Foolish Burial and Brilliant Fusion to set up, well, you know, ABC Dragon Buster. But he can't banish something, so I can nicely follow it up with Bujin Incarnation, Special Summon Hair, going for the Susano, and here is where I personally, I think, made a mistake. I should have gone for Dweller as well, you know, with Susano Search like Hair, or the Turtle, normal summon it, special summon the Bujin Hirume, I believe it's in my hand, and then make my rank 4 Exceed, being Abyss Dweller. That would have prevented him from searching A, B, and C monsters from his deck, right? Or yeah, grave and deck. And you know, Susano is just able to attack all of his ABC monsters, and Dweller would have prevented those searches. Small mistake, but in the long run it's not going to matter too much, since now I do make the Dweller, yep, so he's definitely going to use Dragon Buster either on Susano or on Yamato. Yamato might have been the better pick. But anyway, so Dweller was used, and I think he's going to keep, yep, indeed, the C on the field, going for a second copy of Susano, getting another search, searching the Crane, basically. And yeah, Fiendish Chain, I guess it's fine, negating the attack, but you know, he can still activate ABC Dragon Buster's effect of banishing something on my side of the field and then just tag out, basically shutting down or dodging the Fiendish Chain here. And that's what happens here. He does opt to banish Yamato this time. I'm definitely going to use the Dweller again, just something I should have used earlier. I would have won by then, or at least I would have won by now if I used Dweller or went for Dweller earlier. But yeah, again, it's not going to matter since the dimensional barrier is not useful here in this situation. But again, I think we have a well-deserved winner. ABCs with the 3 points, and yeah, Bujins with only 1 point. Next matchup, we have True King Dinosaur Yangzings versus Chaos. So again, like always, feel free to leave your predictions. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.